Welcome back, fellow collectible cardboard connoisseurs, to yet another episode of Argos Anonymous, the show that nobody, not even your mom, knows about. But that's okay, because we love Argent Saga, and we're just going to have some fun. So today we're going to look at a brand new product that just came out very recently. It's the first of its kind, and it's called the Argent Saga Lootbox Collection. Now, we're late to this show here, because you can't even buy these anymore. But apparently, Argent Saga is going to start doing... like a monthly subscription, and I don't know if it's going to be exactly like this, but it might be like the cousin of this. And so I thought, even though other people have already reviewed the cards and they've talked about, are they good, are they bad, how are they going to change everything, should you use them, should you want them, fine. There's great videos on that. I thought it might be helpful to just review the product and see if it's worth the money, and is it quality, would you want one, in case they start selling more of these things. So we'll just start at the top, and then we'll just open through it, and yeah, that should be some fun. So this is actually a pretty nice box. You know, it's a really sturdy box, and as implied by the name Lootbox, you can hear like loot rattling around inside, which is very satisfying. It is the first of its kind, and the box itself is labeled Lootbox 01. So the back of it is a nice full art. You have two of the squires, including Yuki over here, and then the other squires are on the sides. So you have some nice art on the box, and I do like that. I like that they took the time to really make a nice looking product, and it feels good too. It feels like, hey, this is a solid box. If you got some cardboard inserts or something, or plastic inserts, you could actually turn this into a storage box. It's maybe tall enough to hold a card standing outside. We'll have to test that at the end. So opening this up, the first thing you see is this bag. Everything's nicely sort of tucked in here into this Argent Saga bag. And then you can see there's packs and everything. We'll go through it all piece by piece. I'm gonna pull this box aside just for easier viewing. And then we'll have at it. So this first thing, this bag, is pretty cool. It's like a drawstring bag, you know, and it's kind of a thin material, lightweight material. And it looks like a card. So what could you do with this? Well, I guess, let's see. Could you put your Argent Saga swag in this bag? Yeah, sure, you probably could. Could you put like, I don't know, like a caffeinated friend who won't be quiet in this bag? Yeah, you probably could. You just give him a breathing tube at the top, and that'd be fine. But yeah, so you get a swag bag. And then you get a couple packs of sleeves that are custom. So 2 packs of 65 sleeves. One of them features that Betrayal Art Leviathan, which is really cool art. I like that. And then you've got this, what is this, the Argent Tower? Something like that. I like that. So these are fun. You get a couple packs of sleeves. You do get a dice, and it's got the little Argent Saga Tower on it. So you get a little swag dice. And then you get a $1 million lanyard. No, you get this nice purple lanyard, Argent Saga. Do people use these? I guess people use these. Oh, like if you went to an event, I suppose. You could put like your ID badge on here, and you could rep Argent Saga at the event, which is very exciting. You do get the promos, which of course everyone in your mom has already seen. But you get these brand new promos. They are new. Okay, the direct quote is that this is the first chance to own these promos. It's probably not the last or the only chance, you know, because if you think about it, Argent Saga doesn't want to like prevent other people from ever getting these cards. And sometimes they do something where they allow people early access to cards, or they release them in waves. If it's a card that's not released in an actual booster box so that like people can just go buy it, then they often release them in waves, and they'll release a common version first, like via like an LGS event pack, you know, and then later they'll release some other versions. And it does a couple things. It helps keep the market prices down, and it helps improve access to the cards for all the players. So this loot box came with 3 of each of these new Squire cards, which are really fun. And we're not going to go over the mechanics of the cards because, again, there's just other videos covering that. But you get 12 new promo cards. So then you get a bunch of packs. Looks like we've got 2 Ascension packs. So that's cool. And you get 4 betrayal packs, and you get 4 revelations. So gosh, we'll open these at the end. If you want to just skip ahead to some pack opening, you can skip to the end. If you don't want to see any pack opening, you can turn this off after we get everything else covered. And gosh, hopefully we get like a nice serial card out of this. That'd be a jackpot. Then you get 1 of each expansion pack. Now, if you've been around for a while, you know these first 2 expansion packs didn't sell super well, which is consistent with how these sometimes sell in other card games. You know, when you're opening booster packs and you get random cards, that just always seems to sell better. And then these things seem to sit, these pre-designed packs seem to sit on store shelves, unless you're Magic and you've got like 1,000,000 trillion players, and you can basically just put like a Planeswalker's face on a hot dog and put on a stick and then sell it for like $100. But if you're not Magic, you have to try. And often randomization seems to sell stuff. So, well, that's funny. This one, I've heard that these can be foil, not convictions. I think convictions is just normal. But I think, when you bought these originally, they came in a display set of 12, and 1 of the 12 was foil. So my thought is that approximately 1 in 12 of the expansion packs that comes in the loot box might be foil. So we should probably open these up and find out. Because that'd be, if it's just an expansion pack, whoop-de-doo. But if it's a foil one, oh, non-foil Genesis. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. And then this one feels kind of thicker or something. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's foil. Cool. Look at that. All right, so let me just remind myself. What are we getting here? So we've got, so this has the full art champions, like Urgon, and Ariana. So those are foil. And then you've got Nobe, the Shadow Beast foil, and Raging Sharp Beast foil. And, oh, man, that's cool. I'm just going to leave that sealed. All right, for now. We'll put them over there. Awesome. So that's it. And then you get some advertising, which is fine. Okay, so we've looked at what's in it, but I think it'd be worth taking a moment to do like a breakdown of the value in this, because if you're gonna get a subscription or something, you kind of want to know, because the way people are talking about it is they're talking about the retail value, but that's not the real value, right? And you and I and everyone and your mom knows that. So we're going to talk about the actual value, and then if we look at the actual value, is it still worth it? And if you don't want to wait for this whole thing, the answer is yeah, it's not. You're not going to make a ton of money off of it, but it is worth the money. And if you want to know why that is, then stick around and we'll watch this for a couple minutes. So packs of sleeves. I mean, these are not penny sleeves, these are custom sleeves. And so what is this? $4? $5? I mean, Dragon Shields at my LGS are like 12. We'll say $4 just to skim it. Maybe these are 5. But so there's $8. The playmat is a nice playmat, right? This playmat's pretty cool. The art on here is really neat art. I like it. It's not a stitched playmat. It is just like a standard rubber playmat, and here you see it here. But it is nice. So if you were to buy a playmat off the website or off a lot of places in your LGS, it'd run you about $20, right? So we're gonna say this is 15 to 20 bucks. Let's just, for ease of math, just call it 20 bucks for the playmat. So now we're at $28 if you include both sets of sleeves and the playmat. The lanyard, the $1 million lanyard, we're just gonna throw that in for free, and we'll throw in the dice for free, and we'll throw in the advertising for free. Fine. And then we'll throw in the bag for free too, because who knows what that's worth. It'd be worth something if you put something good in it. Hey, no. So then we'll go to the expansion sets. Here we go. There. So Conviction is a good set. So I'm gonna discount it down to $15 and then chuck it on top. So we've got what? We've got 4, 8, and then 28. Math. And then 15. Okay, so then we've got a bunch of packs. There's 10 packs in here. We're gonna count these at $3 a piece. I know they retail for $4. We're cheap, so we're gonna count them at $3 a piece. So 10 times 3, that's $30. And then the first 2 expansion sets, let's just pretend it's not foil, right? Because I don't think all these are gonna be foil. I think some people are gonna get non-foil, and that's fine. So if these are non-foil, let's discount them all the way down to like $6 each, just to be cheap, just because we're cheap little. So that's it, I think, as far as the stuff. So if these are 6, these are going to be $12. Conveniently, if these are 4 each, that's going to be $20 total. And then $40 to get to the playmat, and then 40, 50, 60, 70 for this, and then 85. So you're looking at about $85, assuming that the bag, the dice, and the lanyard are not included. So that doesn't include the promos. So even if you are a cheap, you know, Timmy, which I probably am, so even then, you get $85 in value for a $100 loot box. But then you get the 12 promos, and you know these are worth more than $1 a piece, right? So Amazon made 100 of these loot boxes. That's it. They made 100 of them, and they sold almost all of them. I checked the, I mean, okay, do I know they made 100? Not exactly, but I know that 100 went up on the online inventory. And then if you monitor the sales of the inventory, by the end of that day, last time I checked, there were like 6 left or 4 left. So they almost all sold. So since they made that quantity and they sold that quantity, I'd say successful product. And it makes sense because you get your money out of it. I think the first people who resell this are gonna make, I don't know, they're probably gonna be able to get the money back. Like if they sell the promos, it'll pay for everything. That said, this product was not designed to flip it, right? That's not the point, which is good. Like the point isn't, it's not like a magic thing where you buy, you know, all of them, or you buy a ton of them and you artificially inflate the price and then you jack over the Timmies, right? This was supposed to be a fair deal, but not like a steal. You're not going to get rich buying this stuff and then flipping it. You know, I'm going to buy all the loot boxes and then I'm going to sell betrayal packs for $1 million a piece. Probably not. So it's a fair deal though, you know, and that was probably the point. So who's going to buy this? Well, I think for new players, this was a great deal, because even though, you know, veteran players have all of the expansion cards and they would say, oh, the expansions aren't worth anything. Look, if you don't have any cards, they are, because you might want a full art champion, and it's got Raging Shardbeast, and it's got alternate towers, and it's got stuff, and Convictions has a bunch of nice cards, you know. So I think if you've got everything, then you're just double paying, you know. But if you don't, then that's a great deal. And new players like sleeves, and new players like packs, and new players like promos. So for a new player, hands down, this is a great deal. Who else is going to buy this? You got new players, then you've got fanatics are going to buy this, people who just buy everything. And the collectors are probably going to buy this because they've got to catch them all, right? Yeah, so overall, I'm going to say this was pretty good. It felt pretty good. I didn't get rich buying this, and I didn't get ripped off buying this. It was like somewhere in the middle. And would I change anything? Well, I don't know. I mean, could they have thrown in like an Easter egg at the very beginning? Because it's the first of its kind, and so if you open it up and you kind of think you know what you're going to get, and you get like a little something extra, I guess so. But then if you get the wrong extra, are you just going to complain about it? Like the wrong LGS promo? Well, I've already got one of these. Maybe. So, I don't know. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do coming out of the gate here. Are they gonna, you know, are they gonna open up some more of these things, or are they gonna change it? Is it gonna be $100? I think it's gonna be less, because in the advertising for this, they said that we're gonna go big for this one. So let's open some packs. You know, that's it. That's all we've got about the box. But if you want to stick around and see some packs get open, then let's do it. I guess we'll start at the beginning and crack some Betrayal, because that's OG. Let's see if we find anything. That'd be nice. Oh, see, the commons are so good. Ancient Serpent's Breath is a smoking hot card, and it's common. Got a nice Juggernaut and $1 million shard point. So these, yeah, those are first shard point. That's cool. It's only one, though, so that's worth about $0.25. I got cut off. Oh, nice Omega. That's cool. They got cut off in one of the other videos talking about the value of shard points. They're basically $0.25. Sometimes you can pick them up for like 20 cents or less. And then other times it's going to cost you 30 cents, you know. But if you think about it, on the prize wall, you can trade 200 shard points for a booster box. So if you can trade 200 shard points for a booster box and you spent hey, that's appropriate. Look at that. We've got the sleeves for Leviathan. We've got the card. That's fun. Yeah, so if you can trade 200 shard points for a booster box, then that's a $50 booster box, which is a pretty good deal. Oh my gosh, look at that. The secret. We got the Jamail. Does he have the defect? No. So when you get nice cards in Revelations, you want to check to see if they have the printer defect, since that was before they switched to the new printer. So this one doesn't. So that's nice. That's nice. I do have a couple Jamails that do have it, and it's just the blotchy white stuff around the edge. Nice though, you know, now that they switched printers, you just don't you don't have those problems anymore. Ghostly Demise is a great card. 5 more shard points. Man, we're swimming in shard points. I'm rich. Oh my gosh, a foil Repperbloom. Really? That's awesome. This is an example. You know, this is one of those commons. It's like worth money. Usually you can't get a foil common in other games and have it be worth money. But not that I know of anyway. Maybe you can, but I'm not aware of it. And then we got a kite and another shard point. All right, man. We're down to 2 packs. Let's get this done. Show me the goods. Show me something crazy. Nope. Another foil common. Okay, and 5 more shard points. We'll take it. Give a little rub here. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Oh, no, it's all right. Well, that's good, though. Okay, so there's your loot box. We've got a bunch of regular commons that I will distribute to the new players of my LGS. We just did an event yesterday, and we've got at least 2 new people that jumped right in and bought some intro decks, and they're opening a box, and it's really spreading. So that's really cool. Got some shard points, some promos. That foil expansion pack was pretty sweet. And then yeah, so there's your loot box, and I guess we'll just see where else we're gonna go from here. Thanks, Amicon, for keeping things spicy, and Argos out.